Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be discussing the simple future tense or future indefinite tense. Now, what is this tense all about? If any action takes place in the future, in that particular context, we'll be using the simple future tense. Now, let's look into the structure. Structure is subject plus will or shall plus V1 plus objective over there. Now, we will see subject one by one and we'll try to understand the will or shall auxiliary verb over there. I said I and we. Now, I is first person singular and we is first person plural. And whenever I and we has come in this particular future indefinite tense, now the auxiliary verb would be shall. What is this will and shall? Is it auxiliary verb? Yes, but it's modal auxiliary verb over there. Now, you have you, that is the second person singular and plural. Next we have he, she, it, that is the third person singular. Next we have they, that is altogether the third person plural. Now for the second person singular and plural, third person singular and plural, now we have will as the auxiliary verb over here. Now next we have Ramu, Alex. So Ramu is a name and he is a male person. Now, Alex is a name and he is also a male person. Now, let's take this as the third person singular, and even for the third person singular also, we'll be taking will as the auxiliary verb over there. Now, next we have dogs and pens. Now, what are these dogs and pens? Dog is a noun. Dog is a noun. And for that, I have added S. And now, dogs has become the third person plural. In the same fashion, I have written pens over there. Pen is the third person singular and pens, which is plural, that is going to become the third person plural over there. Now for the third person plural, I'll be using altogether will again over here. Now finally, for the first person singular and plural, we have shall, and for the second person singular and plural, third person singular and plural, we have will as the auxiliary verb over there. Now we need to use V1 over there. For example, let's make a small example with this. For example, I shall go to market tomorrow. I said I shall go to market tomorrow. Next we have you will play cricket next week. Okay, you will play cricket next week, I said. Now, Ramu will enjoy the party next month. So in this fashion, we'll be making examples by using will or shall plus V1. Now, generally, this V1 we have seen in the simple present tense. In the simple present tense, we have seen two verb forms, that is V1 and V5. But in the simple future tense, we are seeing only one verb form, that is altogether V1 over there now. Now, a major question is, for the first person singular and plural, shall is used, okay, but can we use will? And for the second person singular and plural and the third person singular and plural, can we use shall? Yes, we can use it. But for competitive exams, better try to stick for this. I, we shall, you, he, she, it, they, Ramu, Alex, dogs, pens. Just go with will. But in general, will and shall can be interchanged actually. How they will be interchanged? And if once they are interchanged, how their meaning changes? Let's understand here. For the first person singular and plural, whenever will has come, now what does that indicate? That indicates the determination. I will come tomorrow. That means my determination to come tomorrow. Now the first person singular and plural plus shall, that indicates the possibility over there. For example, I shall come tomorrow. There is a possibility over there. Now the second person and the third person singular and plural plus will. Now that will indicate the possibility over there. For example, you will come tomorrow. Now see the fourth one, the second person singular and plural and the third person singular and plural. Now we'll be using shall over there. That means it's confirm, 100% confirm over there. Now here it is just determination, here it is possibility, and here also it is possibility, and here it is altogether confirmation over there. In this fashion, we can interchange the will and shall over there. But as far as competitive exams are concerned, just try to stick for this. I shall, we shall. Will be used for the second person singular and plural, third person singular and plural over there. Okay. For future indefinite tense, we have certain clue words with which we will be in a position to answer the questions in competitive exams. So let's look those clue words. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next day, next week, next month, next year, next Monday, in future, in 2024, soon. So these words can be generally considered as clue words or hints for simple future tense. So based on these clue words and the concept we discussed, let's try to solve these questions. See the first question. Next Monday, I dash go to school. So we have option A shall, option B will, option C had, and option D will have. So these are the 4 options we have. Now, out of these 4 options, what is the correct answer here? So let's negate one by one. So let's look option D. So will have. Now here we have will have gone. Now here it should be G-O-N-E, gone. Why so? Because will have gone would be a part of the future perfect tense. But here we have G-O, go. That's V1. So this is not the answer. Next we have had. So had, again V3 should come. But we have altogether V1 over here. So had would not be a part of that. Next we have will now, and we have at the same time shall. Now the final competition is between will and shall, who will be suiting perfectly. Now here next to Monday, now will or shall. So whenever I and we, the first person singular and plural would come, then we need to use altogether shall over there. Okay, we have discussed this. Now next Monday is the clue word pertaining to the first question. Now let's see the second question. King Charles dash tomorrow to uphold the Church of England and the law. And in the bracket they have given it as sworn, S-W-O or N. Now for this particular question, just try to understand in which tense it is. Tomorrow, simple future tense. We have in bracket sworn. Now let's answer the question. So we know that King Charles is a male person. That means he, whenever he has come in a sentence, we'll go with will in future indefinite tense. Will has come. Next to sworn. What is this sworn actually? So let's write the verb forms here. Okay, swear, swore, sworn, swearing. Next is swears. So this is V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. So will has come over there, and after will we need to write all together V1 over there. Okay, will, swear. See the next question. We dash a movie in this movie hall on next Sunday. On next Sunday is the clue word. Next watch is given here. Here we is there. We is first person plural. Now let's make it as shall watch. So why shall watch and not will watch? Because we is the first person plural over there. So whenever first person singular and plural has come, we need to use shall. So shall watch. Now see the fourth question. The box will dash by tomorrow. So we have emptied over there. Now will is already given here. So after will what should come? V1 should come. So empty. So that is how the answer would be. So these are the questions pertaining to the simple future tense.